So the 15 Pro Max is a really impressive phone. It's a really impressive device. Right now I'm coming from an iPhone 12 Pro, and if you look at these images here, we can still see that the raw images are really good and it's really usable, and you can get quite a lot out of these raw files here until this day, and I think that won't really change except I crash my camera somewhere. But the new files, the 48 megapixel files of this 15 Pro Max, or the 15 Pro in general, are even more impressive. I don't really like using the JPEG files because they don't give me much. It's good for taking some snaps and everyday stuff, but the quality that I love and that I like to produce, I need RAW files for that. And if I combine these RAW files from this phone here with the capability of Lightroom's artificial bokeh background, it's a really good combination. If you look at these photos here, it's quite impressive. It's not perfect, but it's become really good. If I post these pictures in my story or on Instagram, on a quick glance, you can't really see the difference between maybe even my Leica Q3 and this iPhone right here. So the iPhone has really come to a place that is, okay, this has gotten pretty impressive. The other things I really enjoy doing with this phone is editing in Lightroom. It's editing photos that I already have in Lightroom, in my Lightroom cloud, or editing the files of my Insta360. It's more of a productivity device since it's that big. For me, getting away from seeing my phone as a consumption device, more to a device that is in some ways productive or helpful, and not just a doom scroll device, that's a nice thing, and I'd love that. But for now, since I'm trying to do this thing that's called delayed gratification, ultimately I will still keep my iPhone 12 Pro and this thing will go back, actually. Right now I made an appointment to replace the battery of my iPhone 12 Pro because it just works well. But nevertheless, if you're someone who is looking into this kind of phone, or you are still waiting for the 16 Pro from a photographer's side, this is a pretty impressive device, and you can really achieve some very nice results. The value of delayed gratification is just such an important one, right? We're bombarded with all the things that are out there, with all the cool products that are seemingly great for us and that sort of promise to us to enhance our lives or make it better. But it's questionable whether they do that. To some extent, many things of these devices do, like navigation, right? I mean, I certainly don't want to miss Apple Maps or Google Maps. But these things are ultimately like not fulfilling, so that's why I want to live this value of delayed gratification. And maybe I'll get a 16, maybe even not. Because it's not the things that make us happy in this life, but the way we live our lives. So in that sense, maybe think about what you're actually chasing. Like, what is the next device that excites you and that you need to get, but you kind of have it already, maybe. That you could just delay for another year and just don't buy it and see where it leads you. And with that, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week whenever you're seeing this, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.